Good morning, all. We got another 4 drafts to look at here. First one, we got 11 minutes left. We're at the turn at the 4-5, and we got a running back and 2 wide receivers. The first pick in the draft. This one here, I think it looks like all the wide receivers were taken. Yeah, the picks right before me were Cooper, Dell, Kirk, and Higgins, all players I would have taken in that order probably. And I saw this one. I was like, "Oh, is Cooper or Dell going to make it to me, or Kirk?" None of them did. I expect Higgins to make it to me. He didn't make it to me either. The guy right here took 4 wide receivers. I feel like this is the place where just completely switching up my strategy just to get a totally different build makes a lot of sense. I could take like McLaurin, which would be fine, but I think I'm going to find a lot of other places to take him, and I have a lot of him over all my teams anyways. Josh Jacobs doesn't drop this far at all, so he is, I think, highest ADP. Yeah, I mean it's only 4 picks, to 4.5, 3.5 picks, 4 picks, but I looked through all of the drafts that I got going on right now. Josh Jacobs was taken, in this like 44 range every single time almost. He maybe made it to like 46 or 47, but I don't think I saw him make it to 48 or 49 once. So we're going to take him just because if we're not taking him here, we're never taking him basically. And all our wide receivers were taken. In fact, we're going to go completely weird on this one, and we're going to go and take top running back available, top tight end available. And we're going to do that knowing that on the way back around here on the next turn, 6-7 turn, that's when there's a lot of wide receivers available. And the plan is most likely to hit 2 wide receivers there. We'll be flexible, I guess, but overall, that's probably a 2 wide receiver section right there, depending on what goes on. It doesn't seem like there's really ever any running backs that fall here that are super intriguing. So I don't think there's much to fear as far as that goes. That being said, we'll be flexible. We'll take one if we have to, or if there's one that's available, but we're probably thinking 2 wide receivers, their next 2 picks. There's going to be plenty to pick from, assuming things go as expected. Okay, so this one here, we're going to go Josh Jacobs and McBride. Okay, next draft right here. It's the 6th round, and we got Kenneth Walker available past ADP. He goes at the 65, and it's now the 69. We already got 4 wide receivers and a tight end. I think this is a good time to get the first running back if someone that I like falls. He's actually fallen in some of these tournaments to this range here, and I've kind of taken him every single time that he's fallen because I've been taking so many wide receivers to begin with, and using him as, I think I called it an anchor RB in one draft before. I don't know if it's an anchor RB. I don't know if it's a 0 RB. I don't know what it is. It's a late round RB that you're, or mid round RB that you're kind of excited about. If I didn't do him, see there's all these wide receivers I was talking about that I expect to be available in the previous draft. Kittle might fall as well, and I do have some 49ers, so I might consider that as well if he fell in the other draft, but I don't need him. This one here, I already got a tight end. I don't need the bully tight end approach, and I don't really need another wide receiver, especially considering, again, we're at pick 69, and I mean, whatever I could, but we're not. We're going with Kenneth Walker here. I like him past ADP. Next one, oh, we wanted Kenneth Walker in this one as well, but he was taken 1 pick before us. Oh well, it's okay. So in this one here, we've looked at this one, I guaranteed. I was hoping to get Andrews at tight end. He was taken. So now we're going to go a 3 tight end approach on this one. we decided to go and take Keenan Allen in the, is that the fifth? In the fifth round, we took Keenan Allen instead of some of the other players because we took Keenan Allen actually ahead of like even Terry McLaurin in this one. So we've been passing on Terry McLaurin a little bit just because you don't need him for a build with the Commanders, even if you want to go with Jaden Daniels. But we went Keenan Allen because we want to go with a 3 tight end approach, and Keenan Allen sets us up for like this Rome Odunze, Caleb Williams, Cole Kmet as our number 1 tight end in a 3 tight end build, and I think that works. Because you can see we're definitely not taking any run. If things go according to plans, we're not going to take any running backs in the next number of rounds here. That I think it's now is the time to take a running back if there's one available. Part of me actually is kind of happy Kenneth Walker was taken because, well, actually not happy. Actually, no, kind of happy because with getting the Bears stack, they correlate with Seattle. But I think Zach Charbonnet is the better bet, maybe if you want a high-scoring game, possibly. So we'll get Zach Charbonnet maybe later on if we can. Right now, we're gonna go just slightly past 80, just a couple picks early, and take Montgomery here. Basically, everyone's drafting at ADP, so we'll do the same thing for the most part. But we're gonna bump it down 1 running back, take Montgomery. We got Brown already on this team, so we got a Detroit correlation, and I do like him more than Jones, even though Jones is the starter. Let's see if I was right on that as the season goes on. But we're gonna take Montgomery, and then we got a couple players already queued up for the next number of rounds on this one. Okay, last draft here. We have Worthy queued up right now. Worthy is, I could get him probably at 76. There's only 3 wide receivers between, so there's a risk that I lose him. Okay, yeah, so they went a couple more wide receivers went right before my pick here, which thins out the wide receiver group. There we go, 2 running backs, 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receivers right there with that guy. Okay, so in the 6th round here, we can take Worthy a little early, make sure we get him to stack with Patrick Mahomes as our last chance at getting someone. I think it makes sense on this team. I'm thinking of doing something where I either take the Cincy stack with Burrow again, which I'm trying to, well, I haven't done yet, but I'm trying to do a couple drafts, or I try to build out a Cleveland thing, which would be nice considering Cleveland, Miami play each other. Let's see, at the 76. So here's all those wide receivers I was talking about. If we go based on ADP, we got a lot of interesting players in this range. You can see even based on rank here, I got Johnson, Odunze, Addison, Conkey, a bunch of players available. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a wide receiver here, take another wide receiver in our next pick most likely, and then after that, we're going to see if at the, let's see, wide receiver there, and then at this 93 pick, round 8, we're going to see what falls to us. Does Njoku fall to us to build out the Cleveland thing, or does Joe Burrow fall past ADP to build out the Cincy thing? I think doing 2 wide receivers here gives us a lot of flexibility where we're not just relying on one player, but we got a couple players, and of course, if neither of them get there, we'll figure something else out. We're going to go Worthy here a little bit early, but it ensures we get some kind of KC stack going on, and builds out our wide receiver room, and gives us flexibility for anything else. So it's a good pick overall. And I don't think if there's anything else I'm taking it just because And really, I'm just hoping that the gamble paid off and Worthy's back there. And there's nothing that I really care about too much more than Worthy right now. So we're going Worthy in the 6th. In the 7th, we're probably going to take another wide receiver and then hit on some other plays. Maybe even like Ford's available after as we build out that Cleveland stack if we do it. Okay, with that, we're out of this. We're out of here. See you on the next one. Peace.